feeling?
Oh, everyone's very excited to be here. I think we spent 10 days before we got to England, preparation, so I think the excitement is sky high. We can't wait for the tournament to start now, that's all we want. So just the last couple of days of preparation here before we play the big game against England.
Just how would you sum up this preparation?
I think leading into the first game, obviously have to get used to conditions. I think the school that we're practicing at is accommodating us nicely. Just in terms of the fielding, I think the outfield is not ideal. It's a little bit bumpy, but we're focusing on our catching, so that's really important. And then as we get closer to the game, I think the guys just mentally going to get tuned in, and also while we're practicing here, the intensity, I think individually the guys know what to do to get into that game. So yeah, like I said, preparation has been really good, and from an individual point of view, it's just to get the guys ready now.
And looking at those matches?
Yes, obviously from a coaching staff is to accommodate everyone, to make sure that from a personal point of view that everyone's ready to go. So just topping up on all our skills so far in the last couple of days and making sure everyone is happy, and also looking after the environment and making sure that we get really close as a team going into that first game. And it's a long tournament, so we've got to make sure that we stick together. So that's really important from a coaching point of view, to make sure that everyone's on the same page.
And you touched on the World Cup.
The fielding element is very important. If you just look in the past, previous World Cups, there's always been defining moments in games. So we know about those big moments. So from my point of view is to try and prepare the guys for defining moments in a game. So to make sure that we're ready for that. And I'm sure, like I said, we're really excited. The energy in the camp is really good. So just focusing on the skills, making sure that we're hitting our stumps, taking our catches, and so when those big moments in the game arrive, that we're ready for it.
I mean, even though we're...
Yes, it's we got to make sure that we get a hand warmers, and I think there's plenty in England to keep the guys' hands nice and warm. But most of these guys have played in all sort of conditions, so that's no excuse, and they're professional enough. So we got to make sure that we're well prepared for every condition. So, and the guys are well aware of what conditions we might get in England. So we're prepared for that.
And
yes, look, the rest of the world has obviously got real close. South Africa's always been up there in the top three teams when it comes to fielding, but I think going into this World Cup, I think all teams are on par. But like I said, it's about taking your opportunities when it's presented to you in the field. So that's going to be really important. We always work hard as a fielding unit, as a fielding team, and we know the importance of fielding in a World Cup. So we're not taking it for granted, and we know that all the other teams are also very strong in this department. So we got to make sure. Obviously, our goal is to be the best fielding team going into the World Cup. So that is something we always pride ourselves on, and it's something that we're working hard towards.
And last.
Like I said, I think it's pretty even, the two teams. It's all about playing those big moments. But like I said, we're well prepared for every opposition, and we can't look forward to that. We're just looking forward to that first game. So the guys are willing to go. So we're just really excited to be here.